The story that I'm about to tell you is so horrifically shocking and graphic, it caught my attention, and I thought I would share it with you guys because in society, unfortunately, there's very despicable and disgusting persons that exist amongst common society. So, on your screen right now, you're looking at three individuals. We have 21-year-old Daquan Livingston, 20-year-old Elijah Kearney, and 18-year-old Deshaun Harris. Now, these three disgusting little bastards who apparently had no jobs were looking for a way to make some quick money. So on July 21st, 2021, these guys, they're over at the Falls apartment complex in Duluth, Georgia, which is about almost 30 miles northeast of Atlanta. So they're looking for ways to make money. It's about 2 a.m. and they notice that there's a couple sitting in their cars, right? So one car is parked like this, the other one is parked like that, kind of like when cops do when they're talking to each other. So one of the three stooges, he decides that it would be a good opportunity for them to rob these two people. So they come out of the shadows, pull out their guns, tell them to stick them up, give us everything you got, whatever. Now, this story would not be talked about except for, no, these guys, they weren't done with this couple. No, not at all. So as they're holding him at gunpoint, one of the three creeps gets an idea that he thinks that the girl that he's robbing is pretty cute. I want to say the creep that was the most interested in doing this was Elijah Kearney. So they force, at gunpoint, mind you guys, gunpoint, they start taking turns raping the girl as the boyfriend is held at gunpoint and is forced to watch his girlfriend getting raped. So as they're doing this, the girl is trying to fight back, and one of them puts the gun right on the top of her skull and says, "If you fight back, I'm going to blow your effing brains out." Now, I'm not sure how long this attack lasted. So after they were done raping her, they robbed the couple for whatever they could, and I believe they took one of their vehicles, or both of them. So they flee the area. The couple runs for their freaking life in different directions, and they call 911. So about a month later, Elijah Kearney is in the passenger seat of his friend's car. The car gets pulled over for some kind of a traffic infraction or what have you. And one of the cops that had pulled him over notices that he fits the description of this rape suspect. The main description being that this guy was very short. Well, this guy, Elijah Kearney, he's only about 5'4". And also they were noticing during the investigation, they had gotten some of the video camera footage from different people's Ring doorbells. And they noticed that they had seen this guy who looks like the suspect on the video. And also his friend, one of the guys, Daquan Livingston, he's really tall. He's over 6 feet tall. So they thought it was funny how this little short guy and this tall guy who's wearing all red fit the description. It kind of looks like him. So he's arrested for having a weapon in the car. I want to say he was a convicted felon, so he wasn't supposed to be having the gun. So they book him into jail, and they get DNA from him. And well, they linked the DNA to the rape kit that they performed on the woman that they assaulted. And they were going through Elijah's phone, and they noticed different pictures of his other two friends, in particular, the Daquan Livingston guy. Again, the guy's really, really tall, and this guy is a little shrimp rapist. So they eventually capture all three suspects in the crime. Just a very, very disgusting crime. And Elijah Kearney did implicate the two other people in the crime while the police were interrogating him. So all three were found guilty of rape, aggravated sodomy, and armed robbery. Oh, and mind you, they got Livingston's prints on one of the people's cars that they had stolen. So they got the DNA, they got the fingerprints, they got the Ring doorbell video of them escaping after this crime. So Elijah Curry, he's sentenced, and this just happened. They just got sentenced, I want to say, like barely about a week or two ago. So he gets life in prison plus 30 years with the chance of parole. I don't understand that one. Daquain Livingston, he gets life in prison plus 20 years with the chance of parole. And Deshaun Harris, he gets life in prison plus 25 years with the chance of parole. So I wasn't able to see exactly when they're eligible for parole. If I do find out before I edit the video, I'll put it on the screen below when their parole dates would be. Hopefully not for a very, very long time. As a matter of fact, no, these guys, they need to be in prison for life. I think anytime that you rape somebody, I think it's a life sentence. And, I think in certain cases, as a matter of fact, I think in all those cases, I think it should be death penalty eligible. I want to say off the top of my head, I could be wrong. I want to say that there is one man that is on death row somewhere in the United States for a rape. I read that a long time ago. I don't know if he still is or not, but because of the horrible graphic nature in which that crime was committed, I think he was sentenced to death, but I don't think that they're going to be able to execute him. But I totally think that they should execute people who rape women. I don't know at all why they're not. Anyways, so moving away from that subject, so I'm here in Darlington. I'm here really quick, just doing a quick story about a woman who murdered her kids. As a matter of fact, the way the story is going to be structured is basically going to be the 911 call, and then I'm just going to go ahead and just show the house. I want to say the house is somewhere, I think it's at that second stop sign, and then I would be hanging a right. But, I could not imagine, going back to the subject of this video, I cannot imagine being the boyfriend of this woman. I think I would just get shot. I don't think I would be able to just stand by. I think I would probably die. And listen, this is absolutely a nothing on the boyfriend. In the end, he did the right thing. I'm guessing, but I could not stand there. I would die. You'd have to kill me. You're not going to do that in front of me. And that's why I tell everybody, I hate to, I hate that we live in this world where crimes like this happen and take place, but yeah, it's always wise to at least bare minimum own a gun, carry a gun. Even if you're not legally allowed to have or own or carry a gun, maybe you did something in your past and you're reformed, carry one anyways. Oh, I'm only saying that as long as you're a law-abiding citizen now. Better to be caught with it than without it is what I always say. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to hang this corner and go video the house real quick. Catch up with you on the next video. Peace out.